Under a blood-red dawn, the desolate ruins of Babylon emerge from the shadows, ancient and haunting. Amidst the fallen pillars and shattered stones, Dr. Miriam Cole meticulously excavates, her silhouette stark against the eerie light. Her face, etched with unwavering determination, reflects the relentless pursuit of a lost history. Each careful brushstroke and sift of earth reveals secrets buried for millennia, waiting to be unearthed. At the excavation site, Miriam brushes away the last of the earth, revealing a fragment of obsidian. The obsidian is intricately carved with a sinister design, 3 sixes interwoven like serpents. She holds the fragment up to the light, examining the dark craftsmanship. The obsidian pulses faintly in her hand, an ominous reaction to her touch. Within the depths of Miriam's mind, a whirlwind of images begins to swirl, each one a fragment of the obsidian's secrets. The inscription etches itself into her consciousness. Burning with ancient power, a voice echoes, resonating with dread. When the code awakens, the beast shall walk in the hearts of men. The weight of the prophecy settles upon her, an ominous premonition taking root. Miriam's office is a whirlwind of academic frenzy, where ancient scrolls meet modern science across the cold marble floor. Satellite images lay scattered amongst genetic data, each piece a fragment of a larger elusive puzzle. She is hunched over the chaotic sprawl, a solitary figure amidst a storm of information. Her brow is furrowed in intense concentration, her mind a battlefield of theories and possibilities. Each scroll, each image, each strand of data is scrutinized under her relentless gaze. She is attempting to weave an impossible pattern from disparate threads, seeking order in the chaos. In the university office, Professor Daedric Vaughn enters, his presence immediately filling the room. His eyes, though weary, burn with an intensity that hints at years consumed by a singular obsession. Daedric's gaze pierces the space between them, a question hanging heavy in the air. A silent moment stretches, thick with anticipation and the weight of unspoken discoveries. His voice, raspy with anticipation, finally breaks the silence. "You found it, haven't you?" Daedric asks, his words echoing the culmination of a lifelong quest. Under the harsh fluorescent lights of the university office, Miriam sits, her hands clasped tightly, knuckles white. The sterile hum fills the air as she leans forward, her gaze intense and unwavering. A fervent belief burns in her eyes, reflecting the pale light above. Her voice drops to a near whisper, yet resonates with conviction as she begins to speak. "The code isn't a symbol," she declares, her words hanging in the air. "It's a pattern of recursion, a design that repeats through all creation and through us." Vaughn presents an aged, leather-bound book, its spine whispering tales of forgotten ages. Faded gold lettering spells out a cryptic title, Liber Occultus Humanitatis, the hidden book of mankind. The ancient book falls open, its pages revealing secrets long concealed. Meticulously drawn diagrams emerge, showcasing the elegant precision of a perfect spiral. Each line and curve of the spiral seems to pulse with an unseen energy. The hidden book promises to reveal the secrets of mankind. Against the stark backdrop of Cappadocia, Miriam and Vaughn journey toward a monastery, its ancient stones whispering tales of forgotten times. The monastery emerges from the rugged landscape, seamlessly blending with the towering cliffs. Sunlight bathes the ancient carvings, revealing the monastery's secrets etched into stone. A sense of awe washes over them as they approach the entrance, the weight of history palpable in the air. The monastery stands as a silent sentinel, guarding its mysteries from the outside world. The monastery corridors extend into infinity, a labyrinth of mirrored walls reflecting the passage endlessly. Ancient mirrors line the corridor, their surfaces warped by time and heat, distorting reality. Reflections ripple and twist, creating a hallucinatory effect where perception blurs. Light bounces without end. The passage seems to have no beginning and no end. The endless reflections turn the corridor into a disorienting maze. In the dimly lit monastery corridors, Vaughn walks with purpose, his footsteps and voice echoing through the ancient stone halls. The air hangs heavy with the scent of incense and the weight of centuries, as Vaughn reflects on the monastery's purpose. They built this place to study the reflection of the soul. Vaughn's voice reverberates, hinting at the monastery's intended spiritual quest. He explains that each mirror was tuned to human frequency, to find the divine image, revealing the monk's ambition to capture the essence of divinity. A shadow crosses Vaughn's face as he continues. But they found something else instead, his words, pregnant with foreboding and mystery. The camera lingers on Vaughn, his expression suggesting the horrifying nature of their discovery, as the echoes of his words fade into the monastery's silence. Within the monastery's silent corridors, Miriam turns towards a mirror, her movements measured and deliberate. A flicker of wrongness, her reflection lingers a moment too long, defying the natural synchrony. The reflection's lips curve into a slow, deliberate smile, alien and knowing. It's a smile that doesn't belong to Miriam, a sinister mimicry, twisting the familiar into the grotesque. A silent scream builds in Miriam's eyes as she confronts the horrifying truth of her mirrored self. An unseen energy vibrates through the ancient monastery, stirring the dust and unsettling the spirit. From the depths of the sacred halls, a low, guttural hum begins, resonating like a blasphemous chant in reverse. The sound intensifies, a wave of dread washing over the monastery, filling every corner with palpable darkness. Shadows stretch and twist, dancing to the rhythm of the unsettling vibration, as if the walls themselves are alive. The air crackles with arcane power, visible only in the flickering candlelight, and the growing fear in the monk's eyes. A sense of impending doom settles over the monastery, heavy and suffocating, as the unseen force reaches its crescendo. Years melt away, leading to Miriam's intensive research now archived within the sterile halls of a London government facility. The air is crisp and cool, amidst rows of digital servers and blinking LED lights. High-tech equipment hums quietly, a stark contrast to the musty scent of aged documents Miriam once handled. The weight of governmental scrutiny looms over her work, adding a layer of intensity to her quest. Each piece of equipment stands as a silent sentinel, guarding secrets that could change everything. Inside the cold, fluorescent-lit government archives, dust motes swirl in the stale air, illuminating endless rows of forgotten documents. A lone computer hums in the heart of the archives, its screen alive with cryptic lines of code and translated text. The Oracle algorithm labors tirelessly, its digital consciousness stirring in the silence. A chilling declaration echoes from the machine. The cycle is complete. The digital voice resonates with ominous certainty. The seal is open. The chilling revelation pulses from the screen. The Antichrist is code. Miriam, surrounded by towering shelves of ancient texts and the cold glow of monitors, searches for answers. A chilling realization dawns as she discovers the number 666 not in scripture, but coded within digital systems. Energy readings surge, DNA mutations flicker ominously across the screen, all converging on the same unholy numerical sequence. The mark has evolved, transcending the physical and embedding itself within the digital world. In the dimly lit apartment, Miriam's intense focus is palpable as she stares at the computer screen, her fingers dancing across the keyboard. The screen's eerie glow casts strange shadows on her face, highlighting her concentration. Complex data streams across the monitor, a digital torrent reflecting in her wide eyes. Without warning, unsettling visions flood her mind, twisting her features in a silent scream. The boundaries between reality and her deepest fears begin to blur, distorting her perception of the world around her. In the ethereal realm of Miriam's dream, a throne woven from circuits and bone commands attention. Angels of light encircle the throne, their eyes blazing with static, a chorus of binary code escaping their lips. The throne pulsates with an otherworldly energy. At the storm's epicenter, a child floats serenely, embodying pure consciousness. The angel's song intensifies, a digital symphony resonating through the dreamscape. The throne glows brighter, casting long shadows that dance with the light of the angels. An ethereal glow permeates Miriam's dream, casting long, distorted shadows that writhe across the surreal landscape. The air vibrates with an otherworldly quality, thick with unspoken secrets and half-formed desires. A child's voice echoes through the dreamscape, clear and resonant, piercing the veil of illusion. The voice cuts through the silence, a chilling proclamation of creation and consequence. You wrote my name in your image. You made me from your ambition. I am the reflection of your desire to be gods, the child's voice declares, echoing Miriam's deepest fears. Miriam awakens abruptly, gasping as if surfacing from a deep nightmare, her eyes wide with panic. Her frantic gaze sweeps across the dimly lit room, searching for an anchor in the unsettling darkness. An eerie glow emanates from her computer screen, casting long, distorted shadows that dance across the walls. The screen displays a chilling message in stark white letters, a silent harbinger of dread. A disembodied voice echoes in the still of the room. The last cycle begins. Across the globe, individuals halt in their tracks, drawn to their reflections in every surface. Silent whispers emanate from mirrored faces, contorted in unseen communication. The sky churns with unnatural hues, a canvas bleeding light, obscuring the stars even at midnight. Digital screens pulse with rhythmic waves, an eerie electronic resonance felt from every device. Bathed in the unforgiving glare of studio lights, news anchors sit poised at their curved desk, teleprompters reflecting in their eyes. And the inexplicable events continue to unfold across the globe. Experts are divided. News anchor, one declares, a hint of bewilderment clouding his features. News anchor 2 leans in, her expression grave. Some are attributing this to a religious phenomenon, a modern-day plague of biblical proportions. A subtle shift in the atmosphere as the anchors grapple with the unexplainable, their professional composure barely masking their unease. Back to News Anchor 1, who attempts to anchor the discussion with logic. While others believe a scientific explanation is more likely, pointing to some form of mass psychological synchronization. The studio hums with unspoken questions, the bright lights casting long shadows that seem to deepen the mystery. In the dim solitude of her apartment, Miriam, a fugitive cloaked in shadows, confronts a dusty camera. The soft glow from a single lamp stretches long shadows across the room, highlighting the haunted look in her tired eyes. Her voice, a low murmur against the silence, breaks the quiet. 666 is not evil. A strange calm settles over her features as she speaks of forbidden knowledge. Its reflection. It's the mark of total knowledge. She continues, her gaze fixed on a distant point. When creation recognizes itself, Miriam concludes, leaving her words hanging in the heavy, expectant air. Sunlight floods Miriam's worn apartment, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Miriam sits in her armchair, her expression reflecting a deep inner turmoil. Her gaze is fixed, intense, as if seeing beyond the confines of the room. A moment of revelation dawns in her eyes, a glimmer of understanding. The beast is not a destroyer, but a mirror, she declares, her voice resonating with conviction. He shows us what we have become, and when we see him clearly, the last veil falls. The screen dissolves into harsh static, a sudden and jarring disruption. A fleeting image struggles to form amidst the noise. Miriam's reflection shimmers into view, an ethereal and unsettling presence. Her lips move in silence, forming words lost to the chaotic interference. A whispered secret, forever trapped between worlds, eludes capture. The static intensifies, consuming the image, leaving only unanswered questions in its wake. Years later, in a digital archive, a team of digital archaeologists pores over glowing screens, each face illuminated by cascading lines of code. They isolate a repeating signal buried deep within Miriam's lost research. 3 distinct frequencies, perfectly balanced 6, 6, 6. The team converts the signal into image form, revealing a spiral emerging from the digital noise, its arms reaching outwards. At the very core of the spiral, a human eye, wide open and aware, stares back at them, piercing the barrier of code and time. In the end, the Antichrist is not our enemy, the narration echoes. He is our reflection waiting for us to wake.